Cities are full of pigeons, on rooftops, ledges, squares, and pavements. Yet one thing is almost never there: a baby pigeon. No fluffy chicks, no awkward youngsters, just endless gray adults. Welcome to the Pigeon Mind. Stay until the end, because the answer hides above the street, in dark ledges, secret food, and a childhood that vanishes before you ever see it. Here is a strange little puzzle that almost nobody ever stops to truly think about. You see thousands upon thousands of pigeons in every city, on every single street. They crowd the squares, the rooftops, the ledges, and the pavements, absolutely everywhere. And yet, in all those countless birds, you have almost certainly never seen a baby one. No fluffy chicks, no awkward fledglings, just endless crowds of full-grown adult pigeons. It is genuinely bizarre once you finally stop for a moment and actually notice the strange absence. Baby ducks, baby chickens, baby sparrows, we see the young of so many birds. But baby pigeons seem to simply not exist anywhere in the entire city. It is almost as if pigeons just appear, fully grown, out of thin gray air. So where on earth are all the baby pigeons actually hiding from us? The answer is far stranger and far more fascinating than you could possibly guess. It involves a hidden food, a grotesque growth spurt, and a truly clever disappearing act. Part of the answer you may already half know: the babies are simply well hidden. Pigeons descend from wild rock doves that nested deep in dark sea cliff crevices, so they instinctively seek the most hidden nooks our tall buildings can offer. They nest under bridges, behind signs, in vents, and in forgotten upper floors. These spots are high, dark, and almost completely out of any human sightline. So you walk beneath active nests every single day without ever once knowing. But hiding alone is not the truly strange part of this whole story. The genuinely weird part of the story is what actually happens deep inside those hidden little nests. Because pigeon parenting quietly breaks several rules that almost all other birds in the world follow. And the very first strange rule is all about what these hidden little chicks are actually fed. Most baby birds are fed on insects, worms, or seeds gathered by their parents. But newly hatched baby pigeons are fed something that is genuinely strange and remarkably rare. Both parents produce a rich curd-like substance that scientists call crop milk. It is made inside the crop, a special pouch in the parent's own throat. This is not milk like a mammal makes, but it works in a strikingly similar way. Here is the truly strange part: both the mother and the father produce it. A father pigeon genuinely feeds his chicks a kind of milk from his own body. Almost no other birds on Earth do anything quite like this at all. Only a tiny handful of other species, including flamingos and emperor penguins, share this very odd ability. The crop milk is astonishingly rich, packed with fat, protein, and immune boosters. It is far richer than the milk of many ordinary mammals, gram for gram. The chick drinks it by pushing its beak deep into the parent's open throat. For the first days of life, this strange milk is the only food they ever get. It is a strange and almost unsettling sight to imagine, yet it is wonderfully and quietly effective. This rich private food means the parents never need to leave to find chick food, so the chicks stay completely hidden, fed entirely from inside their parents' bodies. And on this extraordinary food, the babies begin to grow at a shocking pace. This brings us to the second strange rule: the sheer speed of their growth. A newly hatched squab is honestly a rather strange and ungainly little creature. It hatches blind, nearly naked, with patchy yellow fuzz and an oversized beak. Frankly, a baby pigeon is not the cute little chick most people imagine. It looks gangly, faintly prehistoric, and honestly almost a little bit dinosaur-like when newly hatched. Maybe this is part of why we rarely picture a baby pigeon at all. But fed on that rich crop milk, this odd creature grows astonishingly fast. In just a few short weeks, it balloons to nearly the size of an adult. Its rapid growth rate easily and consistently outpaces that of most other comparable little birds. The feathers come in quickly, the fuzz disappears, and the gangly look fades away. All of this dramatic and rapid transformation happens entirely out of view, hidden inside the nest. The strange, awkward, and gangly growing phase plays out completely, entirely behind the scenes. So the public simply never sees the genuinely odd-looking in-between stages. By the time the bird emerges, the strangest part is already long over. This leads to the third strange rule and the cleverest part of the whole trick. Baby pigeons stay hidden in the nest far longer than most other young birds. A young robin or sparrow leaves the nest in barely 2 short weeks. But a young pigeon often stays tucked away for around 4 to 6 full weeks. That is 2 or 3 times longer than most small birds ever stay hidden. And here is the truly clever part, the heart of this entire vanishing and disappearing act. By the time a young pigeon finally leaves the nest, it is already very nearly adult-sized. By the time it appears in public, it looks almost exactly like a grown pigeon. It has full-sized feathers, it can fly, and it blends straight into the flock. So even when you do see a young one, you simply mistake it for an adult. The babies hide themselves away completely, then emerge already perfectly disguised as ordinary grown adults. It is a remarkable vanishing trick. Hide the whole childhood, then reappear grown. No wonder the babies seem to simply vanish into the endless gray crowd. The whole strange system is built to keep the young completely out of sight. There are, however, a few subtle clues if you truly know where to look. A young pigeon's eye is often darker, a grayish-brown, not bright orange. Its neck may lack the full shimmering iridescence of a mature adult bird. Its feathers can look slightly fresher, cleaner, and more neatly edged than an adult's. The fleshy patch above its beak, called the cere, looks smaller and less white. It may also behave a little more hesitantly and clumsily than the adults. But all these subtle little differences fade away quite quickly within just a few short weeks. So the narrow window to spot a young pigeon is genuinely easy to miss. Catching a young pigeon in that brief stage is a real and rewarding challenge. It rewards only the patient and the genuinely observant, kind of curious urban bird watcher. But once you finally learn the clues, you suddenly start to spot the young birds everywhere, and the once invisible babies slowly and surely become visible to you in plain sight. Now here is one more strange layer that deepens the whole mystery further. Just as you rarely see baby pigeons, you also rarely ever see dead ones. With so many pigeons everywhere, you might expect to see their bodies often. Yet dead pigeons, like the babies, seem to quietly vanish from our streets. The reasons here are far less magical, but they are still genuinely interesting. A sick or dying pigeon instinctively hides in a quiet and sheltered place. It tucks itself away in the same hidden spots where the nests are found. So most pigeons simply die out of sight, high up and well hidden away. And the small bodies that do fall are quickly cleared by urban scavengers. Rats, foxes, gulls, and even insects quietly remove almost all of the evidence remarkably fast. So both the very young and the dying share the same hidden world. A whole secret cycle of life and death unfolds just above our heads. So now the full strange answer to the baby pigeon mystery finally comes together. First, the babies are born in deeply hidden nests high above the streets. Second, they are fed crop milk, a strange food made by both parents' bodies. Third, they grow grotesquely fast on crop milk through their odd, gangly, and prehistoric stage. Fourth, they stay hidden for weeks, far longer than almost any other young bird. And fifth, they only emerge once they already look just like ordinary adults. Add the hiding of the sick and dying, and the whole secret world completes. It is not that baby pigeons are rare, they are simply brilliantly hidden. The mystery you noticed is really the sign of an astonishingly effective strategy. Hiding their whole strange childhood is exactly why city pigeons thrive so well. A strategy so effective, it fooled an entire species watching them every day. The answer was never absence, but a hidden, rich, and genuinely strange kind of care. So the next time you pass a flock, look at those pigeons completely differently. Every single adult there was once a strange, gangly, crop milk-fed little squab. Each one grew up hidden, fed from its parents' bodies, high above the city. And if you truly want to glimpse the hidden young, you really can learn to scan the high ledges, the bridge undersides, and the sheltered nooks above the street. Look for adults repeatedly flying to one specific, concealed, and tucked away spot. A parent pigeon carrying nesting material can quietly and accidentally give the hidden secret away. And among the adults, search closely for the subtle signs of a younger bird. Look for that darker eye, the duller neck, or the unusually fresh, clean feathers. With patience, you may finally spot the strange youngster hiding in plain sight. And in that single quiet moment, one of the whole city's strangest little mysteries finally resolves. So the baby pigeons were never truly missing from your busy city at all. They were always here, just hidden through the strangest weeks of their lives, tucked away into the secret cliffs that we unknowingly rebuilt for them from concrete and steel, fed a strange rich milk by two devoted parents from their own bodies, growing grotesquely fast in secret on that strange rich milk until they could pass as ordinary adults. It is not magic, it is not absence, and it is certainly not luck. It is one of the strangest and cleverest parenting strategies in the bird world. A strategy so quietly bizarre that it hid an entire generation in plain sight. The truth really was stranger and richer than you ever would have guessed. So I will leave you with one simple thing to go and look for. Find a spot where adult pigeons keep flying to one hidden, tucked away ledge. Watch patiently and see if you can spot the signs of a hidden nest. Tell me where you found it and whether you ever glimpsed a strange young bird. And tell me what subtle clue finally gave that hidden youngster away to you. Because once you know the secret, an ordinary flock becomes a hidden nursery in the sky. And the strangest part of all was unfolding quietly above you the whole time.